let's kind of move this thing to the trade talk. Now, I've not talked about the trade stuff, but here it is, right? This is one of the articles. Saints expected to get trade interest in several players, including wide receiver Rashid Shaheed. At the end of the report about Saints running back Alvin Kamara telling the team he did not want to be traded, NFL media's Ian Rappaport mentioned several other Saints players who either have drawn interest and are expected to draw interest ahead of the NFL trade deadline, right? That list, and that's the first week of November, by the way, which is what? We got about, 2 weeks left? That includes number 1, Rashid Shaheed, number 2, Carl Granderson, number 3, Pete Werner, and number 4, Dylan Raduns. Rappaport says, time will tell how receptive Mickey Loomis is to trade interest, as he still wants to try and remain competitive, even though New Orleans is clearly rebuilding. He adds Loomis is sensitive to the idea that the team is conducting a fire sale, believing it hurts morale. Mickey Loomis don't know what morale is. Is it if it said, hey, Mickey, and walked right up to him and kicked him in the nuts and then slapped him in the face and then grabbed him by the breeches of his pants and proceeded to introduce him to the first mud puddle in the street. He would not know that. However, Rappaport said the Saints open to a trading a player if the value is too much to turn down, as was the case last year when they traded away Lattimore before the deadline for a third-round pick. The Saints are 1-5 to start the season and could use more picks for the future as they work their way out of years of being tight against the cap. Shaheed is the player on the list who will likely draw the most interest, and he is in the final year of his contract as well. He's 27, went undrafted back in 2022 out of Weber State, where he was a 4-time All-American as a kick returner. He caught on with the Saints and scored a 44-yard rushing touchdown NFL debut on his first carry. He then scored on a 55-yard touchdown pass on his first career reception. Shaheed was tendered by the Saints as an exclusive rights free agent before signing a new extension in lieu of a restricted free agent tender. He's due $4.2 million in 2025 and set to be an unrestricted free agent again in 2026. In 2025, Shaheed appeared in 6 games for the Saints and caught 26 passes on 36 targets for 306 yards and 2 touchdowns. We'll have more on the Saints ahead of the NFL trade deadline as the news is available. So that's from NFLTR. That's basically talking about some of the players that the Saints are potentially looking at trading. Once again, I discussed some of this in early in the broadcast about Mickey Loomis. Mickey Loomis is a guy that lacks vision. Mickey Loomis is a major problem with the Saints in terms of the vision of the team. And really, Mickey Loomis is a creation of the administrators above him who refuse to take responsibility of looking at this team and fixing it the correct way. Mickey Loomis is beyond his years as a NFL general manager. They refuse to see that. And he should have turned the general manager position over several years ago to a younger man who has more of an imagination, an ability to maybe add younger or better people in the fold. He is beyond his years. And Mickey Loomis never was a great general manager. Mickey Loomis is more VP than he is general manager. And it goes to show you when Sean Payton left, Mickey Loomis couldn't do a damn thing. He hired the wrong coach, then refused to fire the guy. It took the family base to fire Dennis Allen, and it chapped his ass because he was mad about that. For them to fire, how dare she listen to you over him? So he had to go get Kellen. He gets Kellen down here. The whole debacle with Derek Carr had to go. That went its way. And then, of course, these other players that he signed that didn't fit what was going on. The Juwan Johnson money, paying Juwan Johnson $10 million a year. The Chase Young money, $50-something million a year to Chase Young after several erroneous attempts to draft the defensive end in Isaiah Foskey and Peyton Turner, Davenport. He hadn't paid for none of that. Couldn't take Zach Bond, turn him into anything. Just fumble, stumble after each other. But he never pays for his mistakes. He never does. And when people do bad, he lies and protects them. And this has been the case with Mickey Loomis for a long time. He's a disingenuous, fake elitist that needs to lose his general manager job. But instead, what he does is he hires former general managers to do his job for him. He hired all these former general managers to come in and work and do jobs as the general manager. because he is not an active general manager. He's not good at being a general manager. They tell him what to do, he go and do it. That's the best thing that most people, I guess, would want. But in terms of having a real general manager like Philly has, a guy that knows what the team looks like and constantly on their back, that's not that guy. He refuses to give the job up because he's an attention whore. He loves talking to the media and being the face of the team, even though he has two effing jobs. There's no need for reason for him to have these two jobs, but for whatever reason, the Saints want to keep him with it, and they don't want to. They're not going to check him. Gail is too busy shopping somewhere, or wasting money, or buying a new skyscraper. It don't make a difference. She's not handling the business of checking this guy. And the president, and by the way, they do have a team president. His name is Dennis Lauscher, who don't know shit about football on the field. Allows Mickey Loomis to do whatever he wants to. You got two jackasses on top of the team that don't know nothing about football. One shopping, another one sitting on the board of Ashina. And they got Mickey Loomis running the team with two jobs. And everybody up under him suffocating. So, I mean, this is a joke. But how do you make them pay? And how do you build the team forward with a guy that had no vision? This I've been saying this for. I've been exposed Mickey Loomis, man. I exposed Mickey Loomis, saying Mickey Loomis, these are stupid decisions. And then he's supposed to be on WWL every week giving interviews. That bastard he ain't been on WWL in 3 weeks. He don't want to listen to what you got to say about the team. He runs and hides all the time. So like I said, man, these people are a joke on the team, and the team is a joke. Is that enough? Is that real enough for you? I mean, how the team gonna go anywhere and the guy on top of the team has no accountability? Or no accountability and no vision. You need both of those to have a good team. How's that work? Your team is 1-5 right now. Let that marinate on there. And Mickey Loomis ain't nowhere to be found. You're supposed to do an interview with WWL every week. I have not heard from Mickey Loomis in 2-3 weeks? Probably longer than that. And basically, what he gonna say? He ain't gonna do nothing but come out there and say the same sucker shit he been saying. Oh, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take patience. Hold on now, goddammit. Oh, hold on. It's gonna take patience, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on now. It's too late for this. I already ate and I'm about to go to sleep, and you guys are hold on now. This guy is he's a clown. He's a clown. So anyway, your team is 1-5. I just wanted to make sure you guys realize that. So anyway, listen, fam, that's some of the stuff. Is there going to be a trade? We'll see. He said, only way it'd be a trade is somebody knock his socks off. Hope somebody knock his toupee off. That's what I hope's happen. But anyway, listen, man, this is the bottom line, man. We have this, and guys are not handling their business. But at this point, the Saints, the reality is, if I was the Saints, I would not get rid of Rashid Shaheed. I would definitely keep Rashid Shaheed as my wide receiver. I would definitely reconsider Chris Olave. No disrespect to Chris Olave. They gave up multiple picks for Devon Valley. That was a guy they was trying to incorporate into the offense. It's been 6 weeks, and they have not consistently put Devon Valley into the Saints offense. He's a 6'5" guy that runs a high 4.3 speed. And none of this stuff is working. None of the 4.3 speed, the fast stuff is working because they're too east to west. And not enough verticality is happening with the Saints offense. It's not. It's not. And of course, the question is going to come to me eventually, sooner or later, is when do they make a QB change, Q? Well, how's that going to happen? Are they going to make a QB change? At the time, I know it's coming. Sooner or later, they will have to make a change at the QB position, because when you get to the point where you're 1-5, and then you start hearing the players saying that they're rallying and all this stuff is late talk. You're late to the party. Where was the rally talk when you was 1-3? When you was 1-2? How about if you was 1-3? 1-4 maybe? You're 1-5 now. And like I said, you're not eliminated from playoff contention. But like I said, I'm going to say it again. In the 100+ year history of the NFL, there has only been 4 teams that ever went 1-5 to the playoffs. And the Saints don't know what they need to do to fix anything. They keep doing the same thing week after week and wasting time. They keep wasting time doing the same foolishness. They still pre-snap penalty. running it. They're still dropping veterans who want to get paid, expensive veterans still dropping the ball. Guys are missing blocks. Guys missing tackles. It's just guys are not getting to the quarterback. Guys are losing containment. Guys are calling stupid ass defensive schemes. Guys are calling stupid ass offensive schemes. Not taking advantage of the team's talent. Time is a waste, and now you're 1-5.